Welcome back to Two Brothers Sports Podcast, presented by RambleOnSports.com. It is Friday, December 1st. We are at NFL Week 13, College Football Championship weekend. Got a lot of picks. Got our, three college football, five NFL. Nothing changes. We've got the same squad as always. Got Emma and Max up here in the top right. We got Sean as always. First weekend that all of our teams have gotten wins in the NFL. And I think it's week 13, but hey, we got to give props to that. Everyone's riding high after the weekend. Obviously, Thanksgiving weekend's a great time. So, everyone, how are we doing? How's your Thanksgiving weekends?
Good, man. Yeah, I mean, all three of us were together, so that was fun time. Yeah, it was solid.
Yeah,
Ate a
dude.
lot.
Yeah, a lot of good football throughout the week. Sprinkled in there on Friday too. Thursday the games weren't so great, but I'm sure you had a blast just first thing, just crushing the line. Shout out to the Packers, man. They keep looking better and better, and that offense might be something soon there. But yeah, it was good.
It was fun to watch.
Yeah, we had ourselves a nice little Thursday. That was not expected. It almost like we didn't even really have a chance to sit down before it got out of hand. And then we just kind of got to enjoy it. So pretty stress-free Thursday for us, honestly. Pumped about Jordan Love. Pumped about the way the defense looked. So crazier things have happened, but Love is playing well, and
Love is in the air.
Love is definitely in the air. So we'll see.
Yeah, so you're starting to like them now.
Mm-hmm.
Warming up.
Yeah.
It's
gonna be.
No, go.
No, you good?
He had the same passing yardage as Rodgers did in his first Thanksgiving start.
Well, I think
he had practically the same.
Yeah.
Passing touchdowns, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yep, yards and touchdowns, and also 5 and 6. So
yeah,
that's a big, tall task. We'll see. I mean, he definitely looked good in that Lions game. I don't know if it was because they were up and so had a little bit less stress on him, but I don't know, man. We'll see. The young wide receivers in him are starting to finally click, and I think that's what you're saying. Jaden Reed's a stud.
Dude.
Yeah,
we have
monster.
A ton of them. Like Reed, of course, we all know Dobbs from last year. Wicks is pretty solid.
Yep.
Like I think Musgrave isn't even out there right now, but
yeah. So
Watson, this is your?
Oh shit! Yeah, I didn't even mention Watson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, once he finally starts playing, he's probably the third best wide receiver on that team.
Yeah. So great. Yeah, no, I'm pumped. We'll see. Defense needs to hold up, but schedule's not too bad going into the last couple weekends, but you never know.
I saw you're
way to lock up Rashawn Gary too. It's good stuff.
Yep. Yeah. He's a monster, bro. He's been playing out of his mind this year, so making that money worth it.
Yeah. Good to see the Georgia boys playing well on that defense.
Dude, you draft enough of them, defense will look good eventually. I mean, Eagles, they know the drill.
Speaking of Georgia, though, might have some plays there for Saturday.
Yeah.
Championship weekend, man. This is when it all matters. I mean, who's gonna finish off in the top 4, man?
Fun slate, good slate.
It is.
So with the Final Four, if Florida State does, and we'll get to the game itself, but let's say Florida State wins, you guys have any issues with them in versus not in? I mean, everyone's saying they should get in because they went undefeated, and Jordan Travis is hurt, but
I think I'd have an issue if they win and they don't get in.
You're a conference champion undefeated. You're gonna get in despite your best players gone. Oh well, I mean it sucks, but
the only thing that like an Alabama win is the only thing that really gets this squirrely, right? As Georgia takes care of their business, then we have just Georgia, Michigan, Florida State, and not like in 1 through 4, but just those 3 plus the winner of the Pac-12.
Right.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of what happened 3 years ago with the whole Bama was undefeated, then Georgia came in and beat them, and then they're like, well, we got to put them both in.
Both, yeah.
And then everyone was pissed because was it like OSU missed out or something? Because one loss, Big Ten, I don't know what it was, but yeah, it's just like people were pissed.
And then Georgia and Alabama played in the championship, and it was like the greatest championship game ever. And everyone's like, "Oh yeah, that's why we do this."
Yeah, the SEC is really fucking good.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I mean, what we got like 3 games at noon, 3 or 4 at 3:30, 4 o'clock, and then we get carried in with the night games, and then we've even got Washington, Oregon, on Friday at 8 p.m. So I mean, pretty stacked slate. I'm excited to see how it all shakes out. Shall we just get into the picks?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Let's see. Looking at last week, Sean headed us up at the lead with Iowa covering, looking good against Nebraska, and then a West Virginia Baylor over. So, Sean, where are you going with pick 1-1?
All right, perfect. With pick 1-1, I'll go ahead and take the number one team in the country. Give me not what you're probably thinking. Give me Georgia team total over 30.5. I think, Alabama hasn't looked quite the same as like a lockdown defensive team this year. They've had to win a few games by scoring in the 40s. Just the over in general could be a good play in this game. But like Georgia is just, like every single, at the beginning of the year, kind of like, they're kind of, just not really blowing anyone out. Now they're kicking the shit out of teams and they're scoring. Beck is playing his best football at the right time. Like I see this. But like, if they have to play a high shooting game, I think they will. If they even just kind of put the brakes on, I still think they get to like 34 points, 34-17, something like that. This game always gets weird and high scoring in the, I was going to say Georgia Dome, but I think, whatever, Mercedes, give them the respect. But yeah, well, with the first pick, please give me Georgia over 30.5 team total.
I like that. I can easily see, even if they don't win, like 35, 38 game.
Yep, exactly. Like if they don't win, it's going to be tight, and whether it's overtime or just like quick scores going back and forth.
Definitely.
Yep. Wow. I like that a lot. All right, Max, where are you going with pick number 2?
That I have a team total as well. That I'm still on the ropes about. So, but that is pushing me towards doing it. I'm gonna stick to one that I kind of really like, and that will be Bama plus 5.5 against Georgia. I just don't, dude. It's something about Milroe last week, just seeing him just being so damn hype, fucking calling for the Heisman and all that shit. I think this team has clicked at the last second and right when they need to. Maybe they won't win. Maybe it will be 38-35 in Georgia's favor. But 5.5 for a team that is rolling and has something to prove. I mean, this is do or die right now. So I love that a lot.
I see. I love that too, just because like there's a very good chance you cover that bet without them needing to win.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
game winning.
I may already have Alabama money line locked in with that little 33% boost that DraftKings so kindly granted us. I figured it would come down, and by like Saturday it might be like even at like 3.5 or 4. And I was like, well, let me get the money line. I'm gonna bet the money line regardless. So I was definitely gonna go with 5.5 as pick 1. So good pick on that, Max. I will be 1,000% tailing that. I honestly, it was one of the funniest things because I usually don't like laugh out loud when I see a line, but it was so fucking funny when I saw it a couple of days ago. I looked up and I saw Alabama 5.5, and I just busted out laughing, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. Like Nick Saban has them. Yeah, I thought of Nick Saban. I was like, that's gotta be like that DraftKings slip right there. Just over under in the total is everywhere in that locker room.
Right, this isn't 2017 like anymore. Like that, like he knows exactly like about that. He's gonna use that, as a chip on the shoulder.
1,000%. 1,000%. No, I love that. I like that we're going with this game first. So this is all checking out well. Emma, where are you going with your pick?
I feel like I need to go on the same game.
No.
Sure.
My first pick though, I have Toledo -8 against Miami, Ohio.
Okay.
Midwestern matchup.
I like it.
I like it.
I actually did look at that too. I was like, a little action.
Shout out Mom's alma mater,
Yeah,
the Rockets. They got a good little program going on over there.
we do. I mean, after what fucking Coach Hugs did,
Right.
or I almost said Huggins, but Big Cat. What isn't it?
Oh, Doug's, Coach
Doug's.
Doug's.
Yeah, Coach Doug.
No, that's Jerry. That's Jerry Sandusky. Is Coach Hugs, but
Really? You had me for a
but
second. I was like, wait, what?
no, Coach Doug's, and key to the city. Yep.
Yep.
Love all these picks. I'm gonna just knock it out just to make sure I have some piece of this game at this point. Give me just the over 54.5 on Bama, Georgia. Let's just wipe that. Let's just wipe that clean. I think Georgia could go over 30.5 easily. I think Bama will cover 5.5. I probably like a 31, 35, 38, 35, 38, 34, some shit like that. So I'm not even worried about the over there. I will lock that in and just enjoy the game. And with that being said, I guess I go back. A lot of people have been taking my picks, but this one is just one I got to get out just in case. Boise UNLV over 59. It's Midwest game. I think it's Boise 2.5. Both teams have hit the over, I think, over 60% of the time or right around there. I could easily see this just being one of those late night overtime shootouts that we almost forget that we bet on. And then all of a sudden you're watching it and you're like, oh, sweet. It's already 35-35 in the third quarter. So, yeah.
It's at 3 p.m. So you'll get to even catch the end of that.
Sweet. I mean, that might be past my bedtime, depending on how the other noon games go, but we'll see.
Hey, well, you get like to watch the first quarter of that before the SEC championship starts.
True. And then, yeah, exactly. I'll watch the first half.
Yeah,
exactly. So, love that. All right, Emma, come back to you.
I'm gonna go Tulane -3.5 versus SMU. Just feeling the vibes. SMU has some injuries, it sounds like, so just riding that one.
Yeah, no, I also looked at that one.
Yep. Michael Pratt, Tulane looking good.
Yeah.
We've had success taking Tulane covering recently on the show.
Definitely.
Yeah. And they covered by like 24 that game.
Yeah. Like that a lot. Another one, I mean, I guess I'm just a big dogs guy this week. But this one seems a little absurd considering the Huskies ate the Ducks earlier this week. It was earlier this year. It was a close game, but they still beat them, and they're giving Oregon 10 points. Give me the Huskies +10 all day. I think it'll still be another close game, but they're one of those guys that are also fighting. Like like Sean said earlier, the winner of this game is probably going in.
Yeah. I mean, Washington's undefeated, right?
Yeah, the 100. Yeah,
Washington's undefeated. Oregon has shown that their one loss to Washington is.
Yeah, it'd be fine.
Yeah,
that was Max, I'm so glad you took this. I probably wasn't going to just use it for one of my three, but Oregon looks so good right now. But like, there's two there's two teams playing here. Like, it's a total disrespect to Washington. I know like Washington hasn't crushed teams recently, but they've won every single game they've played, including the one they played Oregon earlier. It's not like they're going to Austin Stadium or whatever, like in Eugene.
Yep.
Like, it's just going to be in Vegas at a neutral field. 10 like I think like 75% chance Oregon wins this game. They seem to be playing the better football right now, but 10 points.
Yep.
Even if the game's a little out of out of control, like you still could end up covering on just some late fourth quarter, we gotta go score quick and try to get the ball back, and
Yeah.
Oregon ends up being back up by like 8 and just kneels it out or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, I will go. Let's see, what time is this? I think it's also tomorrow night. Yeah, so at the same time while you're watching, give me Liberty -11 over New Mexico State. I think they're a little, and partly due to James Madison, they haven't been talked about much this year, but they're quietly 11, 12-0, I guess, technically now going into their. They've been crushing teams. New Mexico State looks to be pretty solid, but Liberty's 8-4 against the spread, so they're covering 2 out of every 3. It's not anything absurd. This might even be a home game. I don't know if that conference even has like a set field. I can technically check on that, but I like Liberty to probably win this by at least 2 touchdowns. So I'll take the -11.
I like it.
Yep, I like that a lot.
Oh yeah, it is at Liberty, so it's a home game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, nice. That's huge. 11, yeah, like that. Get down Lynchburg.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, they also played this exact team earlier this year and won like 33-17.
Fair. Also,
That
good info.
that's more than 11. So
just a little bit more.
Some cushion.
just a smidge. Nice. All right, Sean, where you going? Pick number 3.
All right, pick number 3. I'm sorry, Emma, but go ahead and give me the Miami of Ohio Redhawks against Toledo. I've been kind of picking up on Toledo's scent recently. They're a solid team, but it's not what you would think. Like if you kind of go through the box score, it's almost like a very NFL team. They don't give up a lot of points. They don't score that many points, but they win a lot of just 21-14, 24-17 type of games. And so even though they'll probably win, if you're given that many points, and the favorite is a team that doesn't generally like hit it over much, go ahead. I mean, it's kind of back to our theory where it's +8. And what do you think the total is? It's 44. Right. Like 44, like you're expecting some sort of 2010, within the 20s, within the 10s, like type of game here. So I'll just go ahead and do a math play. It's nothing against, your pick, Emma. It's nothing against these teams. I just don't think the math makes sense there.
I got you.
It's fair. Yeah. We love going against Emma, so it's fine. We'll see.
I was just saying we got mom's alma mater of Toledo, and we've got cousins and uncles and shit from Miami of Ohio. So I guess we're covering all the bases here. Sean's covering the cousins, Yeah. Emma's got
Miami of Ohio also 9-3 against the spread this year.
Miami of Ohio, also the college where Sean's probably favorite quarterback of all time went. So.
Yeah.
Also the home of the fraternity that Mark Carlin was in.
As well as you.
Yeah.
That's what really matters here.
Look at that. This is a big Ohio game. Honestly, I love that matchup. That's gonna be one.
Yeah, should be fun.
I'm kind of leaning on the over, to be honest. I thinking about playing it.
It is low.
It is so low.
It made me go look into it, and I was like, oh wait, they especially Toledo. I was like, they really don't actually they must play really good defense.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, who's up? Was it Max? I think Max is up.
Oh, I believe so. Fuck it. I'm gonna do my team total, and it's a little for shiggles, but honestly, I think they'll probably score 10 points. And that's Iowa Hawkeyes at 7.5 team total points, and it's +150. I get it. I know their game. We've been betting on them here and there. We love their unders and all that. And it's Michigan. But they're going to get 10 points. They're going to get 10 points. Trust me. No way They
Can
don't
we
get
trust you?
I'm so scared. I'm so
Dude.
scared of that game.
I can't believe it. I get sure, whatever. The spread kind of makes sense, but I don't know. What if Michigan's just like fuck, like, or Iowa's just like you underestimate us, bam, and just pop them in the throat. I mean, you don't know. I like it. Yeah, I'll do it all
Well,
day.
thanks for
And
falling on the
Max,
sword.
is there
for us.
any reason why? I know we're just looking at DraftKings here. Like the actual value on is plus 150. I wonder if we can find you a lower number at more of an even play.
That's what I was wondering.
I actually, I'll click. I did. There are alts. I think there were. I'm pretty sure there were.
I didn't see
You're all
anything.
for higher though.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh
saw.
no. Well, yeah. So it'd go over 8.5 for plus 160. They don't go under 7.5.
Well, yes, I'll look and see like in FanDuel. If we can get you a lower number, we will.
Word.
Love it. Love it.
They'll
Might as
do.
well. I mean, right? You got to.
Given
Someone's
them
got to.
7, you're telling me they can't get a fucking field goal?
Yep. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm more scared that they might get 6 and just get 2 field goals. I don't know why the fuck they'd go for field goals, but they might have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, on
Uh,
FanDuel, over 6.5 is minus 128. So that's a little juicy.
Damn, that's a huge difference between the 6.5 and 7.5.
So they're
But
giving
like
them 7.
on a like
Yeah,
you're just
it's
like
gonna be
actually
one
trying to win
touchdown.
money, like absolutely lay the juice to take the 6.5. I mean, that's a huge key number there.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Jeez,
Yeah.
damn. All right, fair.
You
Max,
know,
I like the pick. I like it. Emma, where are you going with your last pick?
Okay. Know your strengths. I'm going favorites across the board. Boise State minus 2.5.
Okay,
yeah,
I like it.
that's a good one.
That's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote.
Yeah. Boise
Yeah,
solid.
Boise is solid. I mean, if you're looking at Boise covers 60% of their games, UNLV 83%, which is bananas.
Yeah.
Good matchup.
But they're both positive against the spread, which is good. But that's going to be a good matchup, honestly.
Oh, and the Blackhawks
You're
scored.
welcome.
Sorry.
I'm probably going to be playing like a
Smack.
Boise, maybe like a Boise money line, or maybe like a Boise 3+3.5 with a over, just to get some positive juice there. I like that. I thought Max was going this way with the team total over, but I will just do it instead. Give me Michigan team total over 27.5. I think
Wait,
I
what did
don't know. Huh?
you say you had? Sorry.
I had last time I checked, I had over 27.5 was minus 120.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah.
Is that do you guys have something different?
I see
You're right.
exactly.
I was looking at alts. I didn't scroll far down enough. I was like 27.
Okay, cool.
27.
Yeah. Yeah, because I saw that and I was like, ooh, I don't know about 28.5, but I was like, 20. I honestly think at 28-10, 28-7 or something like that seems normal. Don't know how I feel. I mean, I kind of like Michigan, Iowa over 35 to Max's point. I mean, based on what Max and I both say, we should probably play the over 35 and just call it a day. Yeah, I don't know, just in case Iowa doesn't score and it's like 28-3 or something.
Oh, their defense holds them.
Yeah, or their defense holds them. Yeah, that could be the case.
Iowa's a good defense. They're the Steelers.
They no good defense, but they also lost to Penn State like 31-0 earlier in the year, didn't they?
That's when Penn State thought they were hot shit because they ran over us and then they ran over them like 2 weeks later.
Drew Aller has not changed since the beginning of the season. He's still the bummy ass quarterback he is.
I don't know if he's going to get much better through the years either.
I know that's what the worst part about Penn State. All their QBs just like cap at like
Yeah, they just kind of plateau at like we're kind
10-2.
of yeah. Like it's like, hey, I got 10-2 written all over me, but I can't
They're
beat Michigan or Ohio State.
Hopefully.
they're like the person at work who's just good enough to not get fired, but just enough to just like, well, we're not going to change our QB because at least we
They're
can
really
win
not bringing
9.
that much value, but like they're not doing anything to get like a huge spotlight on them.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, well, we got
Probably
Saquon,
pretty
so we're good.
interchangeable. But like you don't want to then like you got to teach someone all the new stuff like tutorials and like fine, we'll just keep him.
I mean, if you have a new dog that sometimes has some random spaz attacks, but other than that, he's a great dog. It's like,
Yeah.
sometimes he's just got a spaz, and you got to let him spaz. And otherwise, he's a great dog. So you just keep him around.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So there are some games that we did miss. So let's hit on those real quick. Oak State, Texas is the first one I looked at. Oak State plus 15. Last time I checked, over under was 55. Don't know if that's changed. Where you guys stand on that one? Obviously
Yeah.
not top 3 worthy, but
Well, that's the one. So the over 55 is what I was kind of battling with the team total. But I can also, I don't know. I think OSU is just like they don't give a shit. They're just like, we'll just fuck your season up. Like, they really, I mean, they did it to Oklahoma. Like they just
yeah.
they have always been that team, considering I have PTSD from the Will Greer days when we were, I think, only one loss, and then they gave us our second, and our whole fucking playoff hope went down. So
Yeah.
they like to fuck people's day up, and I think they can at least cover that much. I mean, you said I think I saw 15. Did you say 13?
15.
No, 15. Yeah. Oh, 15 and a half now.
Yeah.
I like that even more, honestly.
Yeah. So I mean that is a lot. Again, it's Big 12 ball, so that's why it's like the over. They're just gonna be throwing. So I like that over. But
Yeah, like that number seems so high, but also this is the same like Oklahoma State team that has struggled against kind of like Houston and BYU in the last 2 weeks, and also lost to UCF 45-3. So like, it won't surprise me if Texas wins this like 31-7 either.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's not just those. I didn't really get a good sense on this, so
And yeah, I can see, yeah, it's 50-50 shot on close game blowout, which I guess is kind of for a lot
I
of
mean, over is probably a fun play there.
Yeah, Texas might just be like, we'll throw Manning back in there and just let him throw around.
Yeah, right.
I don't hate that. Let's see what else we got. App State, Troy. I think App State's +6. Last time I checked, over under. I do not have in front of me.
+5 and -5.
Okay.
I might play App State on the money line. That team is. I don't know. What got into
I'm playing +5.
weeks, but yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, yeah, +170 over under.
You're right. It makes more sense. Just take the +5.
Yeah,
Fair. Yeah, I was gonna say I had +6 circled as one of my plays potentially, but now that I know it's +5, definitely not. But I will definitely play 5. Forgot about one of the Power Fives already, and we already talked about them today. Florida State, Louisville. Where you guys stand on that one?
Florida State. I caught a good amount of that game last week against Florida, just because I kind of had like the last bit of like a good amount of money hanging on that. And I was like in the first half, when exactly like what I was very nervous about, like just this team is just they're winning, but they're like they have some holes. Like how's this QB gonna hold up? It wasn't going well, and man, they turned a switch in the second half and just in all aspects of the game. They ran the ball well. They could throw when they needed to. Yeah, and then like Louisville just getting shit pumped by Kentucky, not shit pumped, but like
Yeah, kind
you
of.
had to take you can't lose to your in-state rival like that. So just kind of gives me two teams that are in little different trajectories. Like Florida State knows what they need to do, and they know how big this is. And this isn't really the same Louisville team that was on fire against Notre Dame in that game. I don't think they're Doesn't seem to be playing so well. I mean, they almost lost to UVA a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Notre Dame, all the teams Notre Dame has lost to, it's just completely irrelevant. I mean, Ohio State not so much, but still, that was just
Duke,
that Louisville
without
loss
Riley
killed
Leonard,
them.
Duke completely the wheels fell off.
Yeah.
Oh, you won that game. I'm sorry.
Won that game, but the Louisville game right
He
after.
might have not, because he went out that game. Right? Didn't he get hurt that game?
Leonard?
Hurt after, yeah.
Yeah.
He got hurt that game, like the second to last drive.
Yeah. And then he's gonna come play for Notre Dame.
Is he really?
Oh, I heard he's in the transfer portal. I heard Notre Dame's his like top option.
Yep.
So that would be funny.
I saw DJ from Oregon State transferring too.
Oh, geez. This QB transfer market is like summer NBA free agency, bro.
Yeah. These guys are going to end up being drafted at like fucking 22, 23.
Yeah, no. It's crazy. I mean, I guess it's good, but like kind of weeds out some of the guys. Not to get into that whole thing, but
Yeah.
I like it. Okay, I think that was the only other game we missed. Anything else on college football? Any last plays, takes, honorable mentions?
Army Navy?
Oh, duh. Yeah.
No,
not
that's
showing
not
up.
till that's
that is next week. That's next Saturday. Yeah, we got time.
Okay, cool. I actually have my play for that, but I'll see what the line is then. Awesome. A lot of good picks here. Looking forward to this Saturday and Friday. I mean, get a nice little treat. I think I'm going up to Baltimore, so I will not be driving. I will be watching the game on my phone. But yeah, all right, sweet. Over to the NFL. We already talked about the pack on the Thursday Thanksgiving games. Let's talk about your teams real quick, and then let's get into the picks. So we'll just go chronological order. Sean's was after Thursday, so nice little win against the Bengals. Sean, you want to take a couple seconds and talk to your Steelers, or just hey, we're happy we won and let's keep it moving?
Hey, we're happy we won. You know, let's keep it moving here. It's good to see. One thing, like all I wanted was just to see like a ball travel down, like use. It was illegal under the Canada offense to use the middle of the field, the hash marks. Very first play of the game, under center, you kind of fake on the handoff there, and then hit Freiermuth for like a 26-yard gain right across the middle. Just I wouldn't even mattered if like what happened after that. That just brought a tear to my eye. So
love it, great win. Had it on the money line as my favorite. Thank you very much. Appreciate the cash money this weekend. So love that. Max, Monday night also cashed in on your Bears. I cashed a lot in on your Bears on that money line. How are we feeling?
Yeah. I kind of reiterate. We won. Move on. Cairo Santos, MVP of the game, had all of our points. Defense hats the fuck off. Past 3 weeks have looked fantastic. AKA Montez Sweat is finally getting pressure on the fucking quarterback, no matter who. Sure, it's Josh Dobbs, but people were just fucking blowing him on Twitter for the past like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So decent win, solid win. Let's move forward and let's get Luke Getsy the fuck out of here. I think has switched around the defense good, but Luke Getsy is ruining Justin Fields almost worse than Matt Nagy was trying to ruin Fields. Like it is.
Oh wow,
crazy.
Those are fighting words.
That Grayson sent, like or that whatever that track. Insane. Let's just throw 11 screens. Like insane.
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, it was good.
As someone who's had to look at so many of those like AWS little bubble charts where the passes go, that was even more than I have seen this year of passes behind the line of scrimmage. And I've had to see many of those.
Dude, it's insane. Ridiculous.
Disgusting. Disgusting. Yeah.
Let's move on.
It needs to be handled at the top, and that's right at the OC.
Yeah, dude. It's all on him. But bye week this week, so let's just reiterate. It's always Justin Field. It will always be Justin Fields. I don't want Caleb Williams or Drake May. I'll end it there.
I'm kind of starting to get a little pissed about people saying that Fields shouldn't be the guy. I'm starting like I was a fan of Fields and I wasn't, but now I'm at the point where I'm like, bro, you're really gonna take Drake May? Drake May's the same shit 2 or 3 years later. Like, what are you doing? You're just like delaying. Like, give Fields a full chance. Worst case, you get a bridge quarterback in free agency for a year or two. You get someone like Tyrod, you go 6-10, and you get some draft. Like,
We just
I
let
just
Tyson run it for a little. Like, who cares, dude? If we just can flip,
right.
I don't know. I don't want to waste the first round on. Not obviously that is a wild. I was about to say something crazy. It's not a waste, but if we get Marvin and then still be like top 10, get a O line or like Jared Verse if he's still there.
Yeah.
I think that's the better route for Fields, and he's got time. So he's like 20.
Yeah.
24.
I was gonna say you throw another new quarterback in. I don't know that your team, the Bears, are like completely ready for a new QB. Like I almost think, hey, why don't we just set up the rest of the team so that when the QB steps in, they can be in a good environment. But I
Exactly.
don't know if that's crazy to think. I feel like that's asinine take, but seems like that's the way that most good teams do that. But
Caleb's not the problem solver.
no. I kind of agree with that. Yeah, like a Marv and like a Joe Alt or left tackle from Penn
Howard,
State. Yeah, Brock Bowers, Jared Vert. Yeah, I don't. It's a good draft, so
we got time.
to limit that to a QB is kind of crazy.
We got the bye week, so we don't have to worry about the Bears right now. We got some
Yep,
pretty solid games coming up.
we do, we do. Let's see. Looking where are we at? Looking at last week. Oh, yours truly finally decided to lead off on a week. I think it's like the first week since like week 2 that I've had the best record. Emma and I were tied at 3-2, but tiebreaker is the touchdown, and it was a Waddle versus Pacheco. Pacheco ended up taking the route there. Let's see. Sean went 2-3. Max 1-4. Max had to level out because he's been so goddamn hot. Sean is on a heater as well in the NFL. He's starting to kind of come around. We got Sean and Max both over 50% on NFL on the season. So props to you boys. Emma as well, but I will give Emma a little discredit because about 40 picks less, but Emma's still rolling on the NFL. So you take what she says and you put that to the bank. I am taking my one victory lap right now because this is the only week I might ever lead of the season. So we'll roll with that a little bit. I'll just start us off. I'm just gonna go with the category I feel least confident about this week, and the one that I feel most confident about in that category, and that's San Fran, Philly over 47. Might have gotten ticked up to 47.5. I'll still take that 47.5. I don't know if you guys have that up, but yeah, just give me that. And after watching the Bills game,
It's
I thought
at
the Bills
it's at 48 now.
48. I'll still
Okay.
take the over 48. Yep, still okay. Give me that.
Public
Over
seems
48.
to agree with you.
Yep. So I am public. I am stupid public, but let's just see how it goes. Looking at number 2, yep. So we've got Emma, and then we'll go Sean, then Max rounds us out.
All right. I'm just gonna go down the line. I'll start with my favorite. I got the Tampa Bay at -5 against the Panthers. They're home in Tampa. Panthers just fired their head coach. There might be a little bit of not tension, but some misdirection on the Panthers side. So yeah, Panthers lost 7 out of 10 of their last matchups against Tampa. So kind of banking on that.
Yep.
Panthers suck.
Yep. I really like that.
Yeah.
It's one of those times where it's like usually, like what was it, the Raiders a couple weeks ago, where you're like, okay, they got Antonio Pierce, they're going to rally behind Pierce and the Raiders are going to cover like some bullshit. Or I think maybe it was the Jets game. I can't remember what it was, but it's almost like the Raiders are like, yeah, they're going to rally around it. Coach gone. They're happy that McDaniels is gone. They'll play well. Pittsburgh's offense in light of Canada. This one, I agree, is a little different circumstance. I think Carolina's just poo-pooing on the season, and even if they wanted the first pick, they can't have it. So, sucks to suck. Yeah, like that pick.
Yeah, I mean, I picked Carolina last week to beat the dog, and I'll be damned, they got fucked. So
There's a lot of weeks where I want to pick Carolina as a dog, and I just half the time I stay away, and then other times I take them, and then within the first quarter I make another bet on the other team because I need to cover whatever that loss is.
Would have been 1 week where that would have been an okay pick.
Yeah, literally 1 week. I like it. All right, who's it?
I think
I'm fine.
I'll just get a gross one out of the way here. Give me under in Los Angeles Chargers against the New England Patriots. That number's at 40.5 there. This game will just suck. Patriots can't score at all. Their defense is okay. Chargers have just not. They're the Chargers. Both of these teams are 3-8 as against the over under, or as if you're picking an over there. So I don't know. I just love this pick and hope to just not even look at it until it's over.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one. I was eyeing that as well. I mean, I saw something, I think after last week, it was New England is the first team, I think maybe even like ever since the NFL joined, that their opponent has only put up like 10 in the past like 3 weeks, and they lost.
Yeah. Like New England should not be partaking in a game that has a point total over like 38.
Yeah.
No. I thought that was crazy when this one was at 40.
Yeah. So I love that a lot. I guess I'll fill in another slot. I'll go dog because it's kind of my favorite of the week. Tell me how the best team in the NFL is underdogs at home against the Niners that have looked very solid. But this Eagles team is different right now. They are on a revenge tour. I at home too. Like I get if it was in San Fran, that'd make a little more sense. But not even really. But +3, you're shitting me. Give me that all day. Those Philly fans are like kind of to Sam's point earlier, like Bama. That fucking +3 is sitting on those just the Philly fans, not even the fucking players, the Philly fans. And I bet even a fucking like 9-year-old Philly kid has got an offshore book and is hammering Eagles money line. Like those guys are gonna
fucking birds.
Yeah.
Fucking birds.
They're gonna go fucking nuts in that stadium. They're gonna those guys are sometimes I absolutely despise them, but like most of the time, like they're just so funny. I don't want to deal with them, but just watching all those videos come out after what this is, well, I thought it was a night game, but yeah, like no matter what, like so many videos come out after a home Birds game, and those guys are hilarious. They're gonna be fucking rowdy.
They're gonna take this personally, especially after last week's game.
Oh yeah.
Shoulder, they're coming out hot.
Yeah. They're on one. And fucking plus. Give me that all day.
Yeah, Nick Sirianni doesn't need any more motivation. That guy's already got the chip on his shoulder is the size of Philadelphia, the city. And if not, it might have been bigger than that before he even got there. It seems like that guy's always got a big old chip on his shoulder, but I like the pick. That's gonna be a tough one. I don't know where I'm at. Honestly, at that game, I hit the over, but that might be the only play. But I respect the Philly move. It's hard not to want to play Philly at 3.5 at home.
Yeah.
Max and I will be playing Jason Kelsey's new Christmas song during the game. We'll be ready.
Yeah.
What time's that game? Is that a 4 o'clock or that?
Four four twenty
Like
five.
428.
Finally, give us a good fucking 4 o'clock game, NFL. You fucking
I mean, they
assholes.
gave us Eagles and Bills last week.
Okay, nice. 2 weeks in a row. Thanks.
Yeah.
We're on week 12,
Bucks and
13.
Browns.
Yeah, I'm
Rams.
sticking up for the little guy here. Sticking up for the National Football League.
Yeah, the little multi-trillion-dollar fucking industry. Yeah. All right, Max.
NFL, please flex the Steelers and Patriots out of Thursday night next week. No one wants to watch that.
Yeah. Oh my
It's
God.
gonna be set at 32 probably.
I mean,
Yeah,
we might have.
that one's gonna be some real Iowa vibes.
We could
Yeah.
just live stream the podcast that we would normally do on Thursday during that game because we won't miss anything.
Damn, Sean. He's hating.
I mean, he knows.
Hey, I'm just looking to get victories at this point. I'm not looking for
Yeah, that's fair.
to be
That's
sexy
fair.
or anything. Just trying to get dubs. Another dub closer to the playoffs.
Yeah. You, Mike Tomlin, KP. You guys just a bunch of winners over there.
Hey,
Don't matter how it
judge
gets
us
there.
just on wins and losses. And this last week, Mike Tomlin and KP were winners.
Fair. I can't argue. I'll take a win no matter how you get it. Let's see. Max, are you back on the roundabout?
I believe I'm on the roundabout. Give me Rams -3.5. DTR is out. Wacko Flacco's starting.
Ooh.
Rams
Is
just
that,
beat.
is that true?
That's what I saw, I think, this morning.
Oh, let's go. Flacco started. Let's go.
Let me see who that source was. I did see.
I saw
Yeah,
that
it was
video.
Shefty. Shefty,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
DTR,
I've
concussion.
heard of him.
Yeah. So Rams just beat the shit out of the Cardinals, like we said earlier.
Yeah.
I also had that down, but I am excited to see Mr. Joe
Yeah.
playing in this game.
Cool Joe,
Yeah.
the original Cool Joe.
Joe Flacco, he's elite.
I mean, Amari Cooper will have 4 targets, 0 catches, because all 4 will be pass interferences, but they'll gain 60 yards off of those pass interferences. But won't count for your fantasy. So sorry.
Nice, I like it, Max. I will go for to my favorite, and congrats to Arthur Smith and the Falcons for finally realizing that Bijan Robinson is a member on the team and is active and is allowed to play. I can't take the New York Jets serious with a Tim Boyle or Zach Wilson at quarterback here. They're honestly better off. Like, it's not going to be said publicly, but they're better off just losing games at this point. Like, it doesn't make sense to just be in that middle part of the draft. So I'll take that Falcons -2.
I like it. And as a Packers fan, I hope that they keep losing for our draft stock. That pick went from like 55th to like 38th in like 3 weeks, and that is dope. Because maybe we'll do a little.
Rodgers is out and about throwing around though.
Yeah, he got bent. He got cleared from
he's
IR.
practicing. That's cool.
That's
but
insane.
21 day something. I
Yeah.
forgot what the wordage was.
Yeah, I mean, as motivating as that is for the Jets, they still suck. So it's like,
That defense is legit. Ow, just banged my knee.
yeah, I mean, it sucks because they still get their first round pick, and then they're gonna. I'm just fucking annoyed that. I mean, yeah, it's just, of course, he goes down, and then the Jets don't have to give up a first rounder to the Packers, and the Packers now have like we have like 4 second rounders now, and we're gonna trade up, and we're gonna do something stupid. So I'm just
second rounders have been fucking sleepy picks, dude.
they have, but
we
like
gave fucking Porter
You might be able to get a Chase Claypool.
yeah, Chase Claypool would be great. I mean, yeah.
Chase Claypool, what, 0 catches all year?
Yeah, Malik Willis,
different
I think, was
teams.
the second or third round. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
I would much rather have Joey Porter Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, that was pick 32. So in this next draft, because I believe the Dolphins now have a first round pick.
Oh, good for them. Yeah. Steven Ross decides to not be a racist or whatever the fuck he was. Or sexual assault. It was something weird, wasn't it?
No, I thought it was the Brian Flores thing where it was essentially like he was kind of. I mean, he was like being a bitch to Brian Flores because he like wanted to win games, like because
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
the
kid.
tanking thing. Yep, that's what it was. That's what it was. Fair, fair. All right, let's see. All right, who's up? Emma's up.
I've been on a big Broncos kick. Denver, my second home. So Denver plus 3.5 for the dog.
There goes one
You
of
going
my
to the game this
off the
weekend?
board.
Yeah, I'll be flying out tomorrow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I wouldn't be.
I wouldn't be surprised if I
Yeah.
was.
Where's Emma?
Uh,
She flew out this morning. Oh, Denver? Yeah.
Checks
All
out.
right.
I'll be there in spirit, but they're
No, it's
4-1 in
DC.
their last 5 games against Texans. They're on a 5-game win streak, going for 6.
No, I mean
I like how
they've completely done.
You get the hook there as well at 3.5. I like that pick
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
You guys are taking all my favorites. Shoot.
You guys
Shoot.
press conference video of the reporter explaining a scorigami to Sean
To
Payton.
Peyton. Yeah, yeah, that was geek.
That's
He's like, a what? He's like, I don't know. I don't know that shit. Well, shit. Well, let's see. Well, you guys, let's see. All the favorites are taken, and it's funny because out of all the favorites I wrote, all 3 have not been taken yet. So I'm gonna just save those for later.
There you go.
Let's see. Dogs, unders, most have been taken. However, I'm gonna take the Jets and Falcons under. I think that's gonna be such an ugly game. I was between the New England Chargers one. That was my 1A, and Jets Falcons 1B. I mean, it's just gonna be. I don't know. I have 33.5. Is that still the case?
I had 34, but that was like 2 hours ago.
Sean, do you have that up?
Good dude.
I'm pulling
34.
34.
34. I'll take the 34. I like 34 just in case. But yeah, just both teams are under teams. Both are poopy, ugly teams to watch. I think the Falcons could maybe put up like 20, but I don't see the Jets putting up 14. I could see it being 2013 and making me sweat, but yeah, I like that. And then if we're gonna round about, let's go with, let's see, favorite dog. Dog, I'm so torn on the dog, but I'm gonna do it. Sean, I hate to say this, my man. 5.5 might be too many points for Arizona.
Yeah,
I
it's way
think,
too many. It's way too many points.
yeah, I think honestly, it's one of those where it's just like,
I know exactly how this week goes, and so you're not going to.
I think it's a 3. I think it could be a 3-point last minute drive where it's like 13-10 or something. And it's like Kenny Pickett Kenny Pickett gets like 120-yard grab to like Freiermuth, a good rush by Najee, and then like a 28-yard pass interference that gets him in field goal range. Like that's exactly how that final drive will go. I do like the Steelers though.
Like Arizona's losing by 4. And so they can't just go get a field goal. They have to get a touchdown, very similar to the Packers ending, and we just have to like get a pick with no seconds left to seal the victory.
Yeah,
hopefully,
exactly.
Hopefully,
yeah. And as long as that's under like 3.5, I'll probably take it. I mean, that Bengals game was a little tough. I also think like Murray and Cardinals have a little more to play for, just like out of pride. So I think they'll give that to him. McBride is kind of stepping into his own with Ertz asking for a release. So I think he could potentially have a big day. But I don't think Arizona wins, but I don't think Steelers win by more than 4. To your point.
The good news is I think Trey McBride is he hasn't practiced a couple times.
Yeah, he's questionable. Yeah, I saw that.
I'm sure he'll still play. Oh, he practiced it. He'll play.
Okay.
Trey McBride from?
Colorado State.
Yes.
Yes. B, let's go. All right, let's see. Who's up? Emma.
Okay. What do I have left? I'm going to go under Browns versus Rams 39.5. I don't think it's going to be a good game. I don't think it's going to be high scoring. Simple as that.
Not a believer after the Rams offensive explosion last week.
I think that was a one-off. I don't know. I think
It was the Kyron Williams effect. Shout out to the Irish.
don't have faith in him
He
this
balled
week.
out. Estimate balled out. I think Notre Dame posted something. They're like Irish running backs, which low key, dude. They've got some studs.
I think teams like the Rams play down to their opponent.
Yes. Yeah.
You're right.
It's a good play there.
39.
39.
All right, I guess it's good. All right, well then it sounds like we need a little, up of points here. We need something to be excited to watch.
Yes.
So, give me
Whoa.
too far from where I'm podding here. Give me over 49.5 and Dolphins at Commanders. That is a Swiss cheese defense that Ron Rivera will be, I guess, coaching this week because Jack Del Rio got
Still?
the boot. Yes, somehow. I don't know. I don't think the defense is going to get any better from last week as they got destroyed. But it's kind of like, Max has talked about it before. Washington can score points with teams. How we'll get them going. I feel bad for the Dolphins. They lose Jalen Phillips. That was a really good asset to their team there. And I think 49.5 will at halftime seem like a pretty low number when this is already 21-10, at half.
Yeah, I like that. I was eyeing that as well. I don't hate that plus 9.5 also.
I don't hate that either. I don't know why.
Yeah, I know. I feel like they've shown me different, but still, just I don't know, something about it. That falls to me, I believe.
That looks to be right. Yep. Yeah, one too.
Well, shit.
Win shit.
Considering I'm gonna hop to the Tutty parlay, just kind of get because I feel like
Ooh.
mine might be on someone's radar.
Uh-oh.
Give me Tractorcito plus 105. He
Ooh.
all of a sudden just came out
scoring a lot. I see him on red
he
zone.
came
all
out
the
of
time.
nowhere. It was just like, why'd y'all forget about me? We're like, I don't know. Stop.
Did you guys get the alert that it's Tractor Cito season? I didn't.
Yeah,
No.
exactly, dude. But it's here and he's rolling. I mean, I think it was last week he had 2 tutties, and then the week before he had a tutty and a shit ton of yards. So he's rolling. They're utilizing him, trying to keep the Will Levis throws to a minimum, I'm sure. Even though he's looked decent, but yeah, give me that all day. And plus money. 105. You can just take it straight.
They're like, yeah, we love that you're slinging the ball around, but it's a lot of slinging the ball around.
Yeah.
Braves just like, we don't want turnovers, dude. It's
Yeah.
like slinging as long as you don't fucking keep giving up turnovers.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that. Who's up?
Max is up again.
Okay.
And I will go right to where your cursor is, and I will go over. Wait, what am I looking at? Yeah, over 42.5. Kansas City, Green Bay.
Over?
Might be a little close, but
Mm-hmm.
you guys put up some points against a solid Lions defense. Kansas City coming off of pretty heartbreaking loss. I think Mahomes is just going to be slinging, and that offense will be rolling. They also do have a solid defense, but I think 42.5. I could see getting it into the high 20s point wise. So
Okay. It's gonna be right. Yeah, I like that. It's gonna be tough. That one I'm staying away from
will be
altogether.
close, but
I
it
could
is
talk
prime time.
myself.
Wait, prime time. Yeah, Mondays are the unders. So never mind. We're good.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's one of those games where I could talk myself into either way. But Ultimately, if you have faith in the Packers offense, then it should be an over.
You don't have to talk me. There's a play I love from this game. I don't have a prop. I don't have a touchdown for you. I've already done my favorite. I've already done my over and my under. Give me the Green Bay Packers +6. I love this bet. Give me all the Kool-Aid. I will drink it. Like, Kansas City is not blowing anyone. I mean, heck, they were down 14 to Vegas like last week. This Green Bay team is not the same Green Bay team from before. I think if they start getting healthy too, I know you guys have been without some key pieces on defense there. The offense is getting rolling. 6 points at home. Say it with me. Disrespectful.
Yep, I like that. I was eyeing that. But fuck the Packers.
I'm not touching it, but I like it.
I love betting on the Bears.
Well,
Even though
I'll,
lose.
I'll play it for those. I'll play it for those who can't play it for reasons.
Emotional.
Superstitious reasons.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I stopped playing the Packers after like week 3. I hammered them against and quote hammer as a hammering a dog is not like hammer, but hammered the Packers on money line on Thursday just in case.
Yeah.
We made out all right. We made out just fine.
Mhm.
But I like the +6. I like the confidence. I hope that we can do it. 6 is a super shitty number. Sounds to me like overtime. But we'll see. We'll see. Emma?
Yeah.
That's bold. Let's see. I'll take my over. Detroit Saints over 45.5. Saints defense has been slipping lately. I think Detroit has something to prove this week. I'd maybe play with the line a little bit in a little single game parlay, but I think it's pretty doable.
Yeah, they might be pissed the fuck off and literally put up 45, and then the Saints just need a field goal.
Yeah.
We've seen it before. I mean, they beat the shit. Well, it was Seattle. They beat the shit out of. They put up like 47 or 48.
Yep.
And fast turf. Use more points on fast turf.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I hear that. All right. Well, I will go with my favorite since I'm the last one. Give me the Detroit Lions -4 against New Orleans. Has that changed? Last time
Nope.
Nope.
No,
Yeah,
no.
give me Detroit. Detroit needs to bounce back. New Orleans is pretty poop. I know they just beat the Falcons, right? Or did they just get their ass kicked
Pretty
by
sure
the
the Falcons
Falcons?
won.
Yeah, so I couldn't remember which
Carr
team.
had like 2, 3 turnovers, interceptions.
Yeah, so
He looked
okay,
like poo.
yeah, so the Saints were the ones that lost by like 15 then, and the Falcons won.
Yeah, because they had a pick
Honestly, that
six and then another
yeah,
one.
that game I had under 42, so that's all I cared about. I think it was 39, so I just didn't care about anything else. But Atlanta rolled over New Orleans. New Orleans is just kind of done for the season. Detroit has to bounce back after the Packers loss. They are going to shit pump New Orleans. I might even do Detroit -9.5 just to
Yeah,
fuck around.
New Orleans
So
stinks.
yeah, New Orleans stinks. They
Bad
make
fucking
games
team.
ugly. Detroit, give me that. And then I'm really torn on my touchdown and my prop, but I'm gonna go with a prop that I really like. Shout out the OG man, like the one dude who you could throw into double, triple coverage and just know he was gonna catch the ball. He's been bouncing around the last couple years. I think he's found a little home and he likes his rookie QB. I think this game's going to be a shootout. And so give me DeAndre Hopkins over 51.5 receiving yards.
Look at all these
Um,
Titans plays.
yeah. I'm not obsessed with it, but I promise you when D Hop gets that one long catch, I will, like you're just going to feel a lot better about yourself. knowing that he's going to get that one long reception. So
Yeah, it'll be
give
a
me
30-yard reception, and then like he'll get 2 15s.
It'll be close. He'll get over 50, but not by much. It'll be like 58, and we'll be sweating. So I didn't really like a lot of the props, to be honest with you. I was kind of torn between a lot. So that was the one I liked the most.
That's fair. It is a little tough for the props.
Just this week, just the ones that I was eyeing were all receiving yards, and I didn't like that because I don't like relying on the cute. Like I just don't like receiving yards. It scares me because if they just weather sucks and they run the ball or like
Yeah.
shit like that. So, all right, Emma.
All right, back to the Lions offense. Dave Montgomery over 63.5 rushing yards.
Nice.
It's only at minus 115.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So I think that's pretty
Kind
good.
of on here.
Nice. D Hop, D Mont, all the D's.
I did not have a D guy to play here, but I do have personal close to my heart. Give me George Pickens over 43.5 receiving yards this week. They're usually about every other game good to hit on that one kind of deep ball on the sideline there. That's been connecting well. I think he's going to get even more targets now in this more kind of balanced offense. They can even use him across the middle of the field. I know that was illegal for most of the season, but I think we can start unlocking more of the George Pickens. Also, Deontay Johnson's in the doghouse right now, so
Yeah.
we will get more attention after his monster game last week.
Love it.
Hell yeah. Well, shit. I guess I'll just keep the props rolling. This one, maybe a little stretch, but CJ Stroud to throw an interception, plus 120. I just think this Broncos defense might have him a little shook. They've been very solid, and he's due for one.
I like that. The Broncos have been having
That's
so many turnovers, like forcing so many turnovers.
Yeah, that's plus 120 by the way, Sam.
Oh, plus 120.
I'm trying.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're very good at this.
Nice. I like that. That actually does kind of change my thought process on that. That's nice. Okay.
Yeah. And I'll cap it off with a nice solid under. Steelers cards 41.
Yep.
Yep.
No.
Steelers are 2-9 on the over this year.
Yep.
I'll repeat that again: 2-9.
Yeah, I think Arizona's like 4-8 or something.
Yeah, so we'll take that all day.
Arizona actually 7-5, but they're that was also earlier in the year too. They were doesn't matter.
That's what
Hey,
Josh Dobbs
they haven't had to
said.
play Steelers football where you have to go into the mud with them.
Exactly.
Defense is
Dobbs
nice.
leaves.
Defense in Pittsburgh is nice.
Yeah.
TJ Watt quietly back tied for the sack lead.
Nice. Is he gonna break that record?
I'll keep it good. You know the record that he's tied for. He's got a good chance. He's got a good chance. It's a nice little Danielle Hunter. Says the same amount of sacks, but he's had one more game. Myles Garrett up there too, although he was in a sling after last game. But yeah, man, I'll be certainly keeping track of that. That's like my Super Bowl is him breaking that record.
Oh yeah. Honestly, all the unders that everyone I had one other under aside from what was played, but aside from that, everyone had picked an under that I had in my top. Like, there's so many good unders. I was like, oh, I wish I could pick all these unders as my picks. Because I would take all of them. Maybe a little under parlay. Who knows?
Maybe. All right, to round out my selection, I will pick B-Rob, Brian Robinson for the Washington Commanders to score a touchdown this week. I do think they'll be able to move the ball relatively well against kind of average Dolphins defense there. I already picked that game to be an over, so I think there'll be some points happening there. Plus 135 too, so
Oh yeah.
it's value.
Ooh, like that.
I like too. Like he gets into the passing game a lot too, so he can score a few different
Yep.
ways. He took was it the Seattle game? He just took like a screen pass to the house. Like
Yep.
60
Yep.
something.
Yeah. Yep. That's exactly it. Yeah, I like that a lot. And if we're talking about points, I mean, it goes well with that.
Yeah.
I dig it. Emma.
I'm gonna go DeAndre Swift plus 130. Picking up the Eagles. He's on my fantasy team, and I need him to score. So
What era Swift is he in?
I was going to say no relation to Taylor, right?
he's in his reputation era.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That's scary. That is scary. Well, shit. Well, I don't think my guy's a plus. I think he's a smidge of a minus. I think he might be minus 110 last time I checked. Jonathan Taylor's out for the Colts. Zach Moss going to have himself a nice day. Give him a tud here. I think last time I checked was minus 110. I don't know if you guys have that up. I do not. But we're doing an odds calculator. Trying to pull this in real quick. What we have?
I got just plus 100 for Zach Moss. Even.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, sweet. All right. Can someone throw that in, that parlay in that we have? Is that possible? I'm trying to look at it right now.
We gotta do same game for that one.
Real shame.
Slowed me down. Get ready.
Well, pulling that up, Sam and Emma too. Any parting words for the Kurt Signetti, the former coach James Madison?
Yo,
I was gonna bring that up.
I actually did.
Sorry, you guys.
I did.
No, I chose not to. I didn't know how I felt about it. I'm happy for the guy.
Yeah.
But we just talked about this
kinda
on
obvious.
Tuesday. He sat there and he said, "We have a job to do here."
Yeah, to go get another job, just like we all do.
Yeah.
And you have a bowl game. Goodbye.
We all work to get another job. We're not working to be in our job that we're at right
He was, and I believe that he was, set on being there, and then another school comes by and goes like, "You want to make like more than 2 times what you make right now?" It's like, ooh, maybe.
Big Ten, dude.
Exactly.
And he also was he wasn't like coaching high school football before he got to JMU. He was a coordinator at Bama. Like the dude knows like big ball. Like
Yeah.
Signetti's gonna be coaching. I know Indiana's a good little program. He's gonna be coaching like an Oak State level like program. Like maybe not that top level right away, but he's gonna be coaching a program like that in the next 3 years.
I didn't realize he looks young, but he's in his 60s too. So like, he doesn't really have time on his side.
Yeah.
Fair. Yep.
I mean,
Totally.
happy for him. Hopefully, the
11-1
can live on in his absence. And
oh, come on. The Duke's culture's always been there.
one good thing for him. It's cool for him. It is.
Yeah, definitely a bummer, but good for him.
There's a lot of different factors that gave him that spotlight and what he was accomplishing. And
will he coach the bowl game?
Dave, you predicted playing Toledo in the Myrtle Beach bowl game.
Ooh, that would be fun. We should go to Myrtle Beach.
Dirty Myrtle.
Yeah. I'm about it. I got nothing going on. I'm chilling. Actually, I'll be in New Zealand now that I'm thinking about it. I know.
What a flex.
I know. I know. I'm gonna have to zoom in from New Zealand for these Thursdays. A couple weeks.
What time that is.
12-hour difference.
Oh, cronky, mate. Yeah,
Oh,
I'll be like,
you'll wake up, cup of
yeah,
coffee.
I'll have my coffee and I'll have my picks ready and I'll just, you know, be good.
Love
Perfect.
it.
All right.
Um,
Sweet.
uh,
Any other picks or
Wait,
anything
Max,
you guys?
what's the parlay?
Yeah, 1898 I
1898.
spread. But
Oh
yeah.
shit, we almost got another T Swift thing.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, what is that?
We got
18
Z Swift.
1889.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, nice.
1989. Is that what you guys are referring to?
Yeah.
Yeah. That would have
Oh,
been
I
good.
was-
You gotta go
Yeah,
change your
you would
players.
think that.
Yeah.
What would change your picks?
Yeah, I'll stay up all night to find the odds when we get 19.
But
Yeah.
it has to include DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Travis
Yeah.
Kelsey.
Oh,
Travis
shit.
Kelce.
Oh,
Now we're on to something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet if I swapped
That-
him out, someone would change automatically to that.
Had I known Emma was doing DeAndre Swift, I might have had Travis Kelsey. I also don't want Travis Kelsey to score.
I
against the
also had
Packers.
Kelsey down, and I
I
didn't
also
want to
don't
say it because I didn't want to get yelled at since they're playing the Packers.
Yeah, why would you do that?
I didn't.
I mean, look at Sean. He's out here just putting
Uh-huh.
+6 on his board like a champ. He's willing to sacrifice his dog for our dog. That's dog mentality.
Love that dog. Hungry dog barks.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, honestly, we put all our dogs together. I think that actually looks pretty good.
It does look
It's always
tasty.
funny to me. We always are pretty good about like being consistent. Like there'll be like a week where we all hit our dogs and then we all miss our favorites or like vice versa. I've been like looking at it the last couple weeks. Been like, all right, like yeah, everyone hits their favorites. Like we all hit our unders pretty much last week. The only under that didn't hit was Emma's because she went against Sean. And so you couldn't have both. But
Right. Yeah. Makes sense.
yeah. Other than that, we've been like, yeah, like the overs or props. Props all hit in week 10. So I could keep going back, but I won't. Any other NFL plays you guys have for the weekend that did not make the cut?
I think I'm good.
Mm. Sam, you should make a Spotify Wrapped for us for all our bets.
Oh,
Like use
yeah.
all these stats and data.
Well,
And make, like,
DraftKings,
at the under this many times and lost.
we could actually do that pretty easily on Excel, but I'd have to do a little work on that. But we can work on that. We do have Spotify Wrapped for the podcast though, which I have yet to check, but I bet we have that.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So
It's-
yeah. Yep. So everyone's looking good though. Let's see. I like Indianapolis Colts money line over Tennessee. That was the only other pick that I didn't want to mention that I wanted to mention that I didn't.
That's
Other
the
than
only
that,
other thing that's on my sheet that hasn't got mentioned already. Is Indianapolis.
Look at us, Boyd. Look at us. Yeah. Sweet. All right. Well, cool. Well, we got a couple minutes to start for the Cowboys Seahawks game, so I'm gonna hop off so I can lock in some bets. I know you guys will all be doing the same. Let's have ourselves a good weekend. Let's win some wins. Let's win some bets. Let's win some losses. Let's win everything. Fuck whatever I'm saying. Go Pack Go. Go Steelers. Bears.
Bears are gonna
Rest
win.
up.
Bears are
Bears
gonna win
don't
by
get
week.
hurt. Bears
Hibernate.
don't get hurt. Hibernate and don't fire your head coach.
Hey,
But
well-
it could happen.
Yeah,
It could happen.
fire Getsy, but maybe see what Flus can do without Getsy.
We might have a different Max on Monday. So we'll get his take. He could have not played a game and lost both his OC and head coach. We don't know.
Yeah.
He's calling for it. You heard the man.
That's
He's even in his Bedard jersey calling for the man.
Yeah. Crazy shit with the Blackhawks too right now.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
We'll get a
get
midweek.
back to that right now.
Yeah,
but
we need an NHL, NBA, college hoops catch up here soon.
yeah, and also also some some Von Miller stuff, Ryan Shazier. There's, we'll do like a TMZ episode.
We'll have a little,
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
have a little gossip episode.
Controversial
at some point.
Tuesday. Controversial Tuesday.
I'm glad, Max, that the Blackhawks news is fictional of what was
Right.
on there. That was I'm
Yeah.
happy for that. But
Mhm.
in post Thanksgiving, very, very thankful to everyone who listens, and rocks with us here, and and could be more thankful for you guys, Emma, Max, and Sam for doing this each week. It's always a pleasure.
Always.
Yeah. Hey, I wouldn't want to go 55% with anyone else.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, that's winning mentality right there. That's all we gotta do. Gotta get that 55%. We're rolling. Everyone's rolling. Everyone's contributing. This is a squad effort. I mean, we gave you guys, if you look at it, we gave you guys more than enough fucking picks. So if you're smart, you take what you like and you keep rolling. But I promise you go with us, you'll get some winners. So
Oh yeah.
appreciate you guys.
All right,
Thanks,
guys.
man.
Have a wonderful weekend.
Oh yeah.
No.